Are you surprised? Are you surprised by the fourth quarter result? Look at me here. I know you can't see me, but look at me here. This is the voice of a man who has watched every single one of the women's basketball games, and especially every single one of the losses. Maybe I didn't see a couple of the wins, Indiana, but I saw all the losses. And every game in that we were not blown the fuck out resulted in this exact stat line. We do pretty well leading into the fourth quarter, giving some hope. We do okay for the first 2 minutes. Even if we don't make a shot, our defense is still decent. And then the defense of the other team decides to start playing close. Playing real close. Like me getting closer to this microphone. They start doing that. And everyone on the offense does not know what to do. Instead of charging in front of them, punishing the other team by making them foul, because there's no way that they had ever called dumb screens, right? Right, officials? Yeah. And then they get themselves fucked over by some call, and then that's the game. The refs were abysmal. Not allowing any physicality when we're on defense, but allowing elbows to the face, from Baylor offense. And it was just a shit show. But it comes down to Amy Williams does not know how to change any sort of culture from any point past 7 minutes in the fourth. It's like she forgets that the game is going to come to an end very soon, and still plays passive as fuck. You got to take threes at some point, and yet you barely even attempted any threes. Again, maybe that's on the players, but you got to emphasize that as a coach. Take some goddamn threes. Okay? I understand the first one of that sequence where they just basically allowed Prince to, run up. Like, okay, yeah, just take the 2 points at that point. Shit happens. But on the next subsequent attempts, you take 20 seconds to shoot a 2 and fail. You take so goddamn long to just fail. And it's not like Baylor was playing perfect. This was by far the worst basketball game I have seen this year. And I've seen a lot of terrible basketball. We had a fucking chance, and that is sad. You know what we could have dunked on? We could have dunked on the fact that Creighton was the first team to lose to an 11 first four team. And we'd win as the 11th seed, as the second first four team to win. Oh, we didn't. I fucking hate that. So, the journey ends with a meaningless first four victory over a third place team in the A10, and just narrowly losing because of coaching to a Baylor squad that has been falling off since mid-February. And that's it. It's over. Season gone. Seniors are all gone now. Why? What? We could have ended this shit, a long while ago if we just either we win a couple of Big Ten tournament games, or I don't fucking know, we play better during the regular season, or the committee just decides to not put us in the NCAA tournament. But instead, we're going to have to deal with shitty coaching again. Because I know Amy Williams can recruit like no other coach I've seen in a while. She can recruit some decent prospects. There's a reason why Prince is somehow stuck around for another year. But what now? Recruiting helps a good amount when it comes to actually playing the games. But it isn't the full story, because if you can recruit really well but you can't coach, then you're just going to end up with shit seasons like this. So we're just going to have the same shit again next season? Unless really that South Dakota Gatorade Player of the Year is really good to change shit, which I doubt because of South Dakota, then we're just going to have same shit here. Like, I get loyalty and all, but it's 10 fucking seasons, and our peak is the round of 32. As of now, it is the round of 32 in this part of Amy Williams' career. And we're falling backwards. Like I said, we're falling backwards. Alright? You get stuck as a fucking first four. Really? First four. For a athletics program that is so heavily invested in fucking women's sports. Really? Really, that? Like, we have rifle. Women's rifle, okay? They did not do great in the NCAA tournament or whatever. 5th place when they were coming in with the tournament and conference championship win. Number 2. Whatever. It's fine. Shit happens. But this sport is supposed to be the big beacon of women's sports, you know, for most teams. And it's getting outshone by both the women's volleyball and the women's softball. I guess there's no men's softball. The softball team. Bruh. I can understand maybe getting outshone by one sport, alright? But two women's sports. Shit. We're getting close to a third one with women's bowling. I mean, yeah, not too many people pay attention to that, but it's still bowling. If we're getting to the point where, you know, the success is about to, you know, finally break itself into being a meaningful sport for people to watch, women's bowling outshining the women's basketball team. What the fuck? And now you know that you're not the primary basketball team anymore. You are not the draw anymore. You used to be. I mean, people would still go to the men's teams, but if you wanted to see actual, you know, talent, you go to the women's. If you wanted to see, I don't know, have a business meeting, you go to the men's. That's not it anymore. Now people actually go watch the men's team. While the women's, back to being neglected. And that is fucking sad. What do you know? You know, we have opportunities to change shit. And then it just doesn't happen. So we're stuck here. We're stuck in purgatory. Do you want to become like Texas men's basketball? Just squeak in on a first four? Because I can tell you, those loud Texas fans are very pissed at their coach for not doing anything better with the billions of dollars that they give. Alright? Texas is more loaded than us in terms of money. And yet they're shitting the bed in the first, you know, having to play first 4 games. What? Do you want to become that? Have millions of dollars sunk into a sport that can only get you to the first 4? So I can tell you now, that's terrible. That would be, what would you call it? God awful. Alright? You should never strive to be a first 4 team. You should never think that getting into the first 4 is a achievement. Because it's not. It's fucking not. It's what you would call a tin pot game, in which it's just 2 mid teams duking it out for a final spot just to get their fucking ass kicked. And what do you know? Baylor seemingly has a decent coach at the bare minimum. I think the coach was being more let down by the players than the reverse. Because, my God, it took you a while to make a three. But, eventually the coach is going to get them somewhere. All right? When you don't have a coach, no matter how much player you have, you're not going to get anywhere. This is not the NBA. All right? This is not the NBA. This is women's basketball at the collegiate level. You got to have a good coach. And I just don't think for the level that we want to strive for, Amy Williams is the coach. It's just not. She's absolutely not. And I get it's going to be hard. All this whole thing. Oh, we're not going to find a coach. Bitch, we are the Nebraska Cornhuskers. All right? We can throw money at coaches. It's not like we just throw our money at the, football team. We do throw a lot of money at the football team. But we have thrown a decent amount of money on the women's team. All right? If you're just able to sell recruits on, Nebraska, who the fuck cares about the coach? All right? You just get a good game manager coach and sell the brand on the team, the university, not the coach. Then you might actually win games. I will gladly take a coach that can absolutely fucking just ball it out when it comes to game management. Then, and not have as much talent than a team that has talent, but it's just not coached right. Because you know what you get with the first option? Fred Hoiberg! What do you think? Fred Hoiberg is, been given this, godlike roster? No, we have some Dutchy. I hope that's not a slur. We have some Dutch player. We have some guys. Lunch pail guys. We don't have... The men's team doesn't have the talent that people would think that you would need to get a 4 seed. But you know what they got? Daggone good coaching for the college ranks. So, follow that model. Follow it. Because as of now, whatever it is with Amy Williams, it's not working. I don't care if, you really want to give another year or two. You're just going to lose interest by most people. You're just going to lose their interest. And then, suddenly your attendance drops. And you're going to wonder what the fuck happened. Right? Just, please consider. Please consider at least some outside options. Just consider it. I don't say you have to immediately fire the coach. Just consider it and then make, the decision. Change something. Change the assistants. I know maybe don't fire the assistant that just had their birthday, but you gotta make some changes. Because this shit cannot happen again. Or else you'll just be doing same shit over and over again. Definition of insanity. If you could just suck and not give us any hope of winning, that'd be perfectly fine. Then I could just call you bad. Don't have any talent. But you do have talent. You just can't coach. So, change it. Change it now. Change it. Change something. Literally anything. Just change something. Because I'm not dealing with another season of basically nothing. Do you think Natalie Potts is going to save this team? No. No. Fucking won't. Okay, Natalie Potts comes back. Is Prince really going to be back? Does she want to stay here? Yeah, she lives here, but does she want to live in this? Hell, I don't fucking know. It's just you have a lot of questions, and you better fucking answer it, or else we're just gonna have this shit again. Well, I'll see you tomorrow night. Hopefully, the men's team doesn't give me as much pain as it did today. Goodbye.